Thank you for watching Creekbox TV.
Are you tired of that same old fake news night after night and day after day? Well, now it's time for the truth, in our opinion, on Creekbox News.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Creekbox TV. I'm Alan Handley. Tonight's episode, we got the head football coach, Coach Don Tison. Coach Tison, it's that time of year again, brother. We appreciate you taking time to come on Creekbox.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Man, this time of year, you get your fresh cut grass, to ride by the high school, by the pond. Y'all been out there getting started.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and talking about fresh cut grass, it's growing.
It sure is on the rain.
You have to stay on it. But, yeah, we've had a really good summer. We've been going all summer.
Well, man, I was talking to you a little bit, discussing before we come on. Man, you said, you started the tradition. You're going back to football camp. Tell us a little bit what you're talking about, man.
Well, we left on a Sunday evening, and we went to Camp Tigert over around Ray City. It's just past Ray City. A lot of people don't even know it's there, but it's a great place. Mm-hmm. It was an FCA-based camp. It was called Ballers for Christ. We took almost 40 kids there with us and all the coaching staff, and we were going from Sunday to Thursday. And we were there with Berrien County and Toombs County, so we had multiple competitions with them, 7-on-7 padded camps, and then we split them up into groups, huddle groups, where they just had teams that were mixed together with all the schools. And it was a running competition all week, and, we had speakers come in and talk to them. We fed them real good. Really good week. We really came together. Anytime you're in a bunkhouse, and you're all just stacked in there on top of each other, having to, just get along and talk and be away from, the normal way of living and get off as a team. It was really good for the players and the staff. Man,
I love that. I know that was the big thing when your daddy was the coach back in the day, to be on the team. You made it through Fargo. Football camp didn't matter. You was on the team. That's like you say, it brings your team together, man. It builds a relationship that you'll have a relationship the rest of your life.
They won't ever forget it.
That's right. You'll never forget it. Man, we're going to talk a little bit. Last season, roughest season in your young coaching career. But look back. The offense, we got better. As the year went, we scored a lot of points. But, man, the schedule, it seemed like we just could not.
Yeah.
I was looking back, preparing for this today, and I think there were 7 teams that, made the playoffs off last year's schedule.
Yeah, didn't just make the playoffs, made runs.
Yeah. Pierce County, I think, went to the Final Four. Then, of course, Irwin and Brooks played for the state title. Then you had
Applin. They went to the Final Four.
Yeah, just a brutal schedule.
Yeah.
I don't think the Panthers have had one like that ever.
Well, it was I wouldn't call it the perfect storm because perfect's a nice word, but it was a situation where it's probably the hardest schedule we've ever had. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, we probably graduated the last 2 years in a row. Yeah. We probably graduated more kids than we ever have. Mm-hmm. I think it was back-to-back seasons where we graduated, 15 to 20.
That's huge.
And, that's your whole team.
That's
so
right.
we were going into it looking at that schedule, and then you look at your offense and you've got one returning starter, and your defense had one, maybe 2 returning starters. Mm-hmm. And you just, we knew it was going to be a very, very hard year. But, we ended up, being a pretty dang good little football team.
That's right.
We let one slip up against Turner that we should have won.
That's right.
And we lost to Charlton in overtime.
That's right.
In a couple of bad situations that, just bad luck.
That's right.
Sometimes it gets you. But, if we win either one of those games, I would look at the bracket and we would probably have made a run to the second or third round.
That's right. That's right.
So we were a few points away of being, in the playoffs and making a run.
And, man, but the good thing about that is now you had to play a lot of young kids last year, and it's going to pay dividends this year for you this upcoming season.
Played a lot of young kids, and man, sometimes, And it translates to life, you know. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just need to go through the valley.
That's right.
You know.
Well, we've been at the up top for so long,
and it's just good for in so many ways. You know, the players, you know, any complacency that they might have held up from success, you know, no, that's gone. Mm-hmm. And you know, you really have to take a look at, you know, what you're doing, and you can't take stuff for granted. And you know, so offensively and defensively, we went back and worked, and we've been working really since Christmas.
Well, man, you look back, you know, we ended up playing Lanier County the last game of the year, and it rained all for 2 days.
Yeah.
And, you know, kids could have hung their head and quit.
Yeah.
Basketball season. But, man, y'all put it together and put one on Lanier County and ended the season on a high note.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's the thing, you know, a lot of people talk about when they talk about last year, you know, just people in general, that, you know, it was a hard season and the kids knew what they were up against.
That's right.
You know, and, you know, we made it through the year and they never quit. It was 100%.
That's right.
And then practice and the games, you know, the attitude stayed up. And the kids, man, I really think that it really showed what we had to look forward to, you know, because all of those guys that stood up and made that choice to not quit and keep working, you know, all of them are back. So, man, it just carried on over, you know, to the postseason when, you know, we've been out there. We've really been out there working since Christmas. And,
That's right.
In small groups, coaches working and getting cliniced up on different stuff. And
a lot of the kids out there by themselves. You know, basketball season, I'd pull up and there'd be kids out there playing football.
They love it. You know, and we've and carried on right into the summer. You know, graduation was on a Saturday and we started on Monday. And probably to date, you know, since I started coaching here in 2006, it's probably been the best summer that we've ever had.
That's good, man.
As far as participation and, you know, just commitment and how much we've gotten done. You know, where we started at, you know, at the 1st of June to where we are now. It's night and day. And so, you know, a lot of times, you know, a heavy indicator for how your season's going to go is really based off how your summer goes.
That's right.
So, you know, as that's going now, you know, I'm looking forward to this year.
Well, man, we're going to take a short break and hear a word from our sponsors, and we're going to come back and talk some more Panther football here with Coach Don Tison. We'll be right back.
From our swing bed service to our primary care practice, and now our new retail pharmacy, Clinch Memorial Hospital is equipped to provide our community the best care right here at home. Dr. Ankor is Clinch Memorial's physician and offers quality care at Clinch Family Practice, where our community can also enjoy spa services. At Clinch Memorial Pharmacy, patients can fulfill their prescriptions conveniently with our curbside pickup services. We also provide the COVID vaccine. Give us a call at 912-470-2359 to schedule yours today.
At Burt CPAs, helping small businesses with their accounting needs is our business. We have offices in Homerville, Waycross, Alma, and Baxley. Burt's professionals are ready to serve you no matter your location. We are your team for accounting, bookkeeping, tax, and financial advice. In Homerville, call firm partner Adam Toll. Camping World of Valdosta, located in Lake Park, is your one-stop destination for all your camping needs. Stop by to see your dreams of quality time with your family become a reality. Whether it's tailgating with your air-conditioned camper, taking a trip to the mountains or beach with your family, or driving your motorhome to a faraway destination, Camping World has it all. Let us put you and your family in a camper for as little as $99 per month. And remember, when you buy a camper from Camping World of Valdosta, you receive a free Elite Good Sam membership, roadside assistance, and travel assist for 1 year.
Clinch Memorial Family Practice is growing to better meet the needs of our community. Located in the heart of Homerville, we're convenient for so many of you from Homerville to Lakeland, Statenville, and Pearson. We're a qualified team to take care of you and your family. In addition to primary care, we are a medical spa. We provide a variety of massage therapy and aesthetic services. From sick visits to deep tissue massages and facials, Clinch Family Practice is here to serve you.
We look forward to seeing you.
At Douglas Metal and Steel Manufacturing, we only use top quality steel and roofing. And with our on-staff custom designer, we can customize your building to best suit your needs. From large commercial, agriculture, or just a place to store your stuff. And it comes with a written 40-year warranty that we'll put in your hand. It's not just quality we stand behind, but we stand on. Call today for a free quote. Douglas Metal and Steel Manufacturing. We are steel #1.
Dairy Queen is a proud part of our local communities and is cheering our sports teams on to championship seasons. Drop by before and after the game to say hello to Mr. Ash and his entire crew and enjoy the full Dairy Queen menu, including our famous grilled burgers, artisan-style sandwiches, and chicken strips. Cool off with our renowned smoothies, slushies, malts, and iced coffees. Try our fabulous desserts and take an ice cream cake home for that special occasion, or just to treat the family. Dine in or take out at Dairy Queen locations in Homerville, Blackshear, Folkestone, and Fernandina Beach. See you at the DQ.
Homerville Jewelers in Homerville is your headquarters for bridal and baby registry. Our newly remodeled location has that special gift for the bride and groom or that perfect gift for the new baby. Homerville Jewelers has the gifts that are suited for any special occasion, whatever it might be. Homerville Jewelers can perform jewelry repairs and offers a variety of diamonds, gold, sterling silver, watches, and necklaces. No need to shop out of town. Homerville Jewelers can supply all your gift and jewelry needs. Let Kathy Townsend and staff serve you at Homerville Jewelers, East Dame Avenue, Homerville.
Lee Engineering and Construction Company in DuPont, Georgia has been a part of the community since 1935 and is proud to support Clinch County athletics. The prayer of the entire Lee Engineering family is that our Lord and Savior will richly bless our schools, community, and nation.
Enjoy the Pizza Inn all-day buffet with more than 40 items featuring salads, pasta, desserts, and pizzas located at 501 South City Boulevard in Waycross. Whether you want to dine in or take out, the Pizza Inn in Waycross is the place to go for wonderful pizza and salad bar. Call 912-809-2411 for takeout orders or drop by for a grand dining experience. The Pizza Inn, Waycross, Georgia.
Lutz, Brown, Pigler, and Manley Insurance Agency is locally owned and has been a part of the Homerville, Clinch County community for many years. We make it a priority to know our clients on a personal basis and take pride in customizing insurance coverage for the particular needs of each customer. We offer all lines of insurance, including auto, home, business, life insurance, annuities, and bonds. Lutz, Brown, Pigler, and Manley Insurance Agency, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Go Panthers! Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas has the cheapest prices in South Georgia and a huge inventory of new and used gas and electric golf carts and off-road vehicles. Mike's also has parts and accessories and proudly serves customers across the states of Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. Whether you stop into our store or shop with us online, we have everything you need for Can-Am, E-Z-Go, Club Car, and Yamaha. 0% financing available for qualified customers. Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas, Georgia.
This has been my first experience with Walker Jones Nissan. Really, the thing that sold me was the fact that I had a good value, had a good product, but overall was the kindness and the love that was shown from the actual employees. From the top to the bottom, they're always there. So I prayed with them and I prayed for them. You can get a good deal from a lot of places, but you don't always get the follow-up like you get with Walker Jones's personnel, and that I admire.
For the best pizza and wings in town any day of the week, check out Huey's One Stop in Homerville. Drop by, fuel up, and let Mr. Nick Patel and staff serve you some mouth-watering pizza and wings that you won't soon forget. Or just take that favorite pizza and box of wings home. Call 912-487-2338 to order your pizza and wings every Friday night after the game. Huey's One Stop, 193 Church Street, Homerville.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Creekbox TV. I'm Alan Handley. Got my buddy, Coach Don Tison, the head football coach here. We're talking Panther football. We're getting ready for a scrimmage game that's a week away from this Friday. Is that right, Coach?
That's right.
Man, we've talked about a little bit about the football camp they've done. Coach, let's talk about the upcoming season. What are you? Any new things we're doing for the upcoming season? You know, tradition. Panthers always, we're gonna play tough, and that's one thing about the Panthers. You got to show up to play. You're gonna get hit in the mouth.
Right.
So.
We're always going to focus on that.
That's right.
Just hustling and not quitting and hitting. Mm-hmm. And I need to put that on a T-shirt.
That's right. That's right.
Remember that one.
That's right.
But schematically, offensively and defensively, you can call me a traditionalist or whatever. I just, I like basing things off of the past and what got you where you are. Mm-hmm. And so on offense and defense, we're going back to basically what we've ran for a long, long time. And I don't want to, pay anything to tell who's watching this game. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to give away what we're doing because you can catch the first couple of teams you play off guard a little bit.
That's right. That's right.
Or at least put them a week or two behind. But, the offense really that built Clinch County football, we're going back to that, but it's going to be infused into a spread option type thing, mm-hmm. Kind of like what we ran last year.
That's right.
But it's going to look a little different, and the scheme is going to be completely different. Mm-hmm. We'll run the single wing as a package, short yardage package. And
I like single wing, man.
Well, it's hard to prepare for.
That's right.
And
especially down on the goal line, man. You do so much out of it.
And we've got some kids that can run it. And we've got some very smart kids, tough kids, hard-working kids, and but as far as defensively goes, we're doing the same thing, and we're going to switch back to an odd front on defense. Mm-hmm. I don't know for how long. It was probably 30 years. We based out of the 50.
Oh yeah.
And you can probably name off 7 or 8 great nose guards that we've had. Mm-hmm. And, we have the same type of kids now. Mm-hmm. And we just went through a run where we had really big people, and the forefront was more for us.
Clogging up, that's right.
And but now, we look more like an old traditional Clinch County team. We've got a couple of big guys, good, big, athletic guys, but for the most part, we're short, stocky, and fast, and mean and crazy. Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So,
man, I love the nose guard. It puts, I can remember back in the day when Lutz played center. You break the huddle. You got the first thing you're worried about the snap, but then you get a good nose guard.
Yeah, you can really disrupt things.
Charlton County used to be famous for that back in the day. They put their best, meanest athlete on the line, and man, just don't make a tackle, just put him in the backfield.
Right. So we're going back to that more. We're not reading and reacting. We're attacking. Mm-hmm. That's the mindset. We're really going to come after people this year, and if they're going to throw it, they're going to have to throw it quick.
Oh man, that's good.
But that's because that's what we've lived off of for years.
That's right. That's right.
And I feel like we got away from that a little bit, and we kind of got used to having those big D linemen that could be disruptive by themselves.
That's right.
So now we're going to rely more on scheme and create pressure.
Well, man, let's talk. GHSA has separated Class A now. A lot of people, say, well, are we playing Brooks and Irwin, or they're in Double A? And tell us what happened with the GHSA. Kind of tell us what went on there.
Okay. Well, basically, it's very confusing to most people that aren't really involved in it. So it's hard to explain it really in a way without going into too much detail, because people aren't going to want to hear all that detail. Mm-hmm. But basically, they made a full circle and came back and put it back to where it used to be back, I would say, 8 to 10 years ago.
Like it should be.
Like it should be.
That's right.
8 to 10 years ago, the biggest Class A school, I think, had around 450 kids in it.
That's right.
And for the last, 4 to 6 years, they would adjust that number, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger. And especially the last 2 years, the last 2 years, Class A's biggest school was around 700.
And what's our student?
And we're around 300.
See, man,
310. But you look at us, and I feel like most years we could compete with anybody.
That's right.
Up to
we always have. That's right.
And we don't mind it. But you look at other teams that are smaller than us. They're struggling.
That's right.
That are just trying to field a football program. Those kids aren't going to want to play when they know they're going to go 0-10.
That's right.
And it just put it back to where it's supposed to be. The wording of it's different. They split Class A. Well, let me start over. They took the private school classification and it's gone. Now the private schools are mixed in with the public schools. But now they have a multiplier put on them. So that's the way it was years ago.
That's right.
So what they have it now, after they did that, was a split of Class A, because basically Class A had enough schools in it for 2 classifications. So you have Class A Division I, which is the larger one, and Class A Division II, which is the smaller one, the one we're in. The largest school in the Division II class, our class, is at around 470. So basically they just put it back to where it used to be,
That's right.
where it needs to be.
That's right.
So Class A Division I is basically 2A in most people's eyes. It's just worded different because of certain bylaws that they have. And I think it runs from 470, 475 up to around 900. So they balanced it out. I feel like the way they needed to.
And really, the schools that are gone from our division should have been in AA to begin with. Brooks, Irwin, Dublin is another one we're thinking of.
Metter. There were several schools, like very large schools.
That's right.
And I mean, you could ask them, and they'll agree with you, but that's just the way it was. They're not going to complain about getting to play, as the big dog in the classification.
Now, what does that do to our region? How does that change our region?
Well, Irwin and Brooks are now in Division I.
So now, instead of having 7 region teams, we only have 5.
That's right. It's the same teams, just minus them.
Well, man, we're going to pull the schedule up. I think Daniel's going to put that on the screen. And we open Friday week with a scrimmage at Pierce County, in which, I think they still have that good running back over there.
They do. Well, they're going to, man, they've got a really good program.
That's right.
I mean, a really, really good program. So they're always going to be good.
Well, and that's going to give you, you want to play a good team. I mean, you want somebody that's going, when you hit them, they're going to hit you back. It kind of,
Well, and not only the team you're playing, but the environment that you play in. You try to get your kids ready for a loud crowd and an environment where it's just not, 60 people there watching. Because that also adds, the element that you got to prepare for.
That's right.
So Pierce County, you look at them, they'll be as good as any team we play all year.
That's right.
And their crowd will probably be as loud as any team we play.
That's right.
So not only are the players going to get good competition on the field, we'll have to coach hard to prepare for it, and in the whole end game situations and the crowd noise and all that, that's all going to be in there. So you should get a little bit of some lessons learned in all of it.
And the first game, I think, is a couple of weeks after that, and that will be in Berrien County,
that's right,
Nashville.
Yeah, and we were at that camp with Berrien, and they're a very good team.
Are they?
And we scrimmaged them, and when we scrimmaged them, it was just neck and neck the whole time we played them. They have a solid football team. They're not your typical Berrien County team that people think of that they had 15 years ago, because they weren't real good. But they've got some athletes over there now, and Coach Allie Good's got a great staff, and the school system's really pushing it, and they've got a good staff.
Well, they got a new football field, new facility.
They've got brand new facilities, field house, locker room, stadium, everything. So kids now, I think they used to have kids that would leave and go to other schools and play. Well, all those kids are staying now.
Man, that's good. That's good.
But I expect that to be a very good game, especially after that camp, because all the kids know each other now. So it's going to be highly competitive and a fun game to watch.
Well, the good thing now, when you're taking 2 teams out, you get a little bit. You get to play 5 games to prepare for the region play.
That's right.
So I'm sure you're excited about that.
Oh yeah.
Still have a pretty tough schedule. You got Miller County, Macon County, bunch of old tradition.
Yeah.
That wins.
Cook.
Yep. Adel. I mean.
A lot of teams we've traditionally played in the past that, we hadn't had opportunity to play in a while.
That's right.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Well, man, that's good, man. And I want to remind everybody, if you can't make it to Pierce County, what time's kickoff?
7:30.
7:30. You can catch it live here on Creekbox TV. Coach Tison, man, we appreciate you taking the time to come spend here on Creekbox. And, man, we're going to have you back here game or two into the season. We'll see where we're at and let you kind of tell us if we're headed in the right direction or the wrong direction. We'll let you determine that.
Yeah. It'll be determined. I'll just talk about it.
That's right. That's right. Well, we appreciate it, brother. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll see you in a little bit.
You're watching Creekbox TV.